Well, hello there, motherfuckers. So, I waited quite a while to watch this trailer, Terminator Dark Fate. Why? Because I was hearing bad things about it, and I really disliked Terminator Genesys. I did a review back on it when it came out. It was just such a boring movie. It really was. Genesys, I fell asleep during the film, actually, and it was just really... It was bad. It was really bad. Very limited screen time for Arnold Schwarzenegger after they kind of made it like he was going to be a big deal in that film. And it just really the alternate universes, it felt very cheap. It felt like very, very far removed from the Terminator series. Like, I don't care what anyone says, but Salvation felt more grounded than that film. Like, it felt like it was more grounded in the Terminator mythos. Well, this Dark Fate thing, I don't know, it seems even further removed from Genesys. At least Genesys had, some of the, classic feel to Terminator. At least they went back, like, to the first movie, and you kind of had that connection. Oh, it sucked. But, at least you kind of felt like there was some sort of continuity. Here, it's like, Sarah Connor is back. Linda Hamilton is back. That's awesome that they got her. It's okay. Look, the whole thing about them all being women and all that, like, I'm not a big fan of that either, because we all know why this is being done. It's because, this is the it thing to do right now. The all-women cast. It's the Captain Marvel template right here. Let's make it all about women. Let's just say, like, okay, this is their time to shine. Don't make it like you're just doing it because it's a good it's gonna make for a good movie. They're doing it for all the wrong reasons. I've said this in the past. I have no problem. Like, I even said with Ghostbusters 2016, you want to make it an all-girl cast? Okay. But, like, they have to do these weird things. Like, okay, we're not going to pay, homage to the old-school cast. We're not going to make them, their daughters or anything like that. I've treaded on this ground so many times, I don't need to really repeat it. At least Linda Hamilton's one of the, she is the main star. You've got some other girl in there who I don't know who the fuck that is. And, you've got another T-1000 that's chasing after them. And this guy, like, you compare him to Robert Patrick, who just looks badass, by design. And I'm not talking about his Terminator design. I mean, the guy just, when he turned in to the Terminator, when you saw him dressed as the cop with the aviators, he just looked awesome. You couldn't imagine anyone else getting to play that role in Judgment Day. And then you go to this guy and you're like, okay, not a good pick, I would say. So here they're just doing a lot of over the top scenes, hanging from planes and stuff like that. And I'm just looking and, like, the trailer's just eh. And speaking of, like, the T-1000, and when he turns in, when he's finally revealed, like, as the Terminator, it used to be, like, all metallic looking. Here, it's very rubbery looking. It's just a really, really bad CGI job. Like, and I have to say, are you fucking kidding me? Are you telling me that a movie from, 1991? Are you telling me that a movie from when I was 4 years old looks 10, nay, 20 times, 50 times better than this movie? You have to be kidding me. I mean, why does it look rubbery like that? Why does it look so hideous? Why does it look that bad? I mean, there's no excuse for this. I mean, you can't say that CGI has not developed leaps and bounds. I'm watching Aquaman. I'm saying, my God, this film looks awesome. Look what they're able to do with the underwater effects. It's not perfect, but god damn, they're pretty fucking close. I was watching the first Transformers movie the other day, which was in, 2007. The movie looked great. I mean, there's all these examples. I have to mention Jurassic Park, that used some animatronics, but, really, turn the dial up when it came to computer graphics being used in movies. And Dark Fate, the liquid effect, it's supposed to be a liquid effect, not a rubber effect. And not only that, but when he is the Terminator exoskeleton, he looks like he's made of rubber. He does not look metallic. And how did they make this mistake? I would assume that it's still being done by Industrial Light and Magic, but this is a big time fuck up. You want to talk about redesigning Sonic the Hedgehog? I say they should redesign this, but that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. This is just pure lazy. And what I have to say is, don't make another Terminator. If this is what you're going to do here, this looks so thrown together. It looks just obnoxiously bad. Really, honestly, when you think back to the first two Terminator movies and how those are some of the best sci-fi movies, some of the best movies, period, of all time. How are we really getting to this point? If we're going to make sequels, okay, I understand that the story may drag and everything, and Arnold Schwarzenegger's not in this prime anymore, and all that. You can make all the excuses in the world that you want, but there's other actors. There's great actors that you could get. It's not like we're at a shortage for quality actors nowadays. There's plenty of good young actors that they could use. Of course, no one could fill the shoes of an Arnold Schwarzenegger. Few could, but I'm just saying it was as far as, you can knock this for the actors and the storyline and all that and the star power in the movie. But really, if anything should be better than it was in the first two movies, it should be the visuals. Don't you think? If this is 2019, if you're releasing a Terminator movie in 2019, don't you think that a movie from 26 years ago should look vastly inferior to a movie from 2019? I mean, we're talking about a movie from a whole different millennium, a whole different century. You know what I'm saying? I mean, really, I'm just flabbergasted at just how bad this movie looks, and how is it? Really, seriously, can they really not give a shit that hard that they approve this? I mean, it looks like total garbage, and it's the same type of technology. It's but they just really skimped on it. I'm sorry. How did they look so awesome, the Terminators in Judgment Day? But this one looks so bad here. I'm just completely just at a loss. I mean, and they proudly display in the trailer, it's one of the first things that you see. So obviously they're hey, here you go. And I mean, I guess maybe they're banking on people. I'm sorry, but you could probably pull that with other movies, but no one is going to forget Judgment Day. It's kind of a big movie, you know what I mean? It's a movie that they've released a lot on DVD and Blu-ray and VHS, played on TV 1,000 times. This is not a movie that you could hide and and say I'm sorry, but why does Jurassic Park look so good? Why does Star Wars look so good? Why does this look so bad? All these movies, they've all progressed, and they've I don't want to really say that Jurassic Park looks better now, but it's pretty damn close to how it looked in the first movie. So, but why is this so drastically bad? I'm just saying, like, that's my biggest problem here. Linda Hamilton or not, like, I'm more mad at that. I'm more mad, I don't like the force-fed, feminism thing that's being pushed here in the movie more than the next guy. Like, there's no reason why it has to be, like, all women. It's just, they're just making a statement there. And this is by the director of Deadpool, which is really, really strange to me. Like, why is he, like, directing this film? I really don't know, like, why they're taking that route. It's just, unless the movie's supposed to be a joke, but it's not a comedy. So I don't know why they're going that route. I'm just basically, right now, I'm just kind of looking up what else he's directed. Tim Miller is his name. What else has Tim Miller directed? Let's take a look here, just for the sake of argument, just to see what this guy has done. So Timothy Miller here, what's he worked on? We've got, oh shit, what? Timothy Miller? He's the okay, so he was the director on Deadpool. That was his directorial debut. A damn good directorial debut. He was a second unit director on Thor: Dark World. He is... Guys, I swear to God, I did not plan this when I turned on the camera, because I did not look at this. He's the executive producer on Sonic the Hedgehog. He's the executive producer on Sonic the freaking Hedgehog. And I'm just saying, like, isn't that a little bit too coincidental? This guy is fine with the visual effects in this movie. Let me get back to what I was saying about it. Like, the movie was very politically incorrect, the first film, of Deadpool. So I don't know why they're going for, like, this politically correct, like, Terminator thing with the all-woman cast. I get it. But, wow. I mean, we're talking about a guy who, he's an executive producer. He also gets, like, to approve shit. Like, he was fine with the Sonic the Hedgehog design. So that's why he's also fine with this being the director for this movie. I mean, oh my God. That is ironic. That is funny. That, to me, that is hilarious. Holy fucking shit. That is... Man, that is good. That is rich. I mean, that you can't buy comedy like that. He's actually the executive producer on Sonic the Hedgehog. No wonder this movie looks so fucking bad. Oh, guys, need I say more? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's 50,000 dislikes on the Terminator trailer, by the way. You really don't need to say that much, when it comes to that. Like, to get 50,000 dislikes on a trailer, we all know, like, okay, at least there's more likes than dislikes currently, and it doesn't seem like the thumbs down will overtake the thumbs up. Unless they sent people in to block it, which might be a possibility. I would not push, but especially what's going on Rotten Tomatoes and stuff, with them trying to make people pay for, like, reviews, to write reviews. Right. So, I would not be surprised by that at all. But, yeah, I mean, what do you expect? When you do things that people don't like, they don't like being force-fed things. But for me, I've got, you guys know how I feel about CGI in movies. I'm not opposed to it. I'm all for it as long as it looks good, but here it does not. It looks fucking terrible. And, Tim Miller here, I mean, wow. the fact that he's working on that Sonic the movie in a, a pretty big role, I must say. I mean, that's sad. That's depressing, and that's very telling. Anyway, guys, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Click the bell so you get all the notifications when I post all my new videos. And guys, thank you again for watching, and I will see you next time.